Hello, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. So the last video I put out, there was a couple of questions in reference to the placement of the heaters. So I wanted to go over why I picked the locations I did. First of all, let's just put the array out here. And as you can see, I have a pretty good coverage all the way across this space here, which was the space that the client wanted the heat in. So that was one of the reasons, and also one downfall to that is the fact that we have this gap about 1.5 feet here and roughly about 1.5 feet over here. So placement's always a little bit of give and take. I mean, we could put more heaters in to accomplish a 100% coverage, but that would really be overkill. So let's just go to what the client had requested here, and so the client was asking what would happen if they placed the heaters on the outside edge, the beams here. So we still would meet our clearances combustibles. We have 6 inches on the top and 6 inches on the side. And in this particular application here, I'm trying to center the heaters within the space, so I have so just that the application would look correct. You can see I have 13-foot centers here. Now typically I'd like to have no more than 10-foot centers, so that's something that the client will have to determine whether that's what they want to have the heater offset in this space here. I'm sorry, my mouse is acting up today. So looking at the array, we see we have a nice coverage from let's just call this right to left. It's pretty much a complete coverage, and you might notice here that oh, man, my mouse is really acting up here, sorry. So you might notice that you know, the distance from the heater from here to here is a little bit closer than the distance would be from over here to here. You're probably adding another foot, and for every foot of distance that you travel, this array travels, the intensities are divided by 4. So this would be a warmer spot and this would be a cooler spot. Now looking over here, we'll see that we don't have a good overlapping in here, and if that's okay with the client, then that's perfectly acceptable. So that's something else to look at. Now the next question was, what if we used a dual element unit? First of all, I picked the slimline units here because they have a nice small profile, 5-inch by 3.5 inch, I think is what it is, and it's a 6-inch clearance here. So that's the and if we use a dual element, you'd have to go with the W series, and I'll go ahead and just place the W series out here just for reference. I just put it right here, and you can see this is an 8-inch by 3.5 inch, and then it's got a junction box in the back that rises another 3 inches here, and then the length is the same element, same everything, footprint of heat. So the only thing that changes is the dimensional aspect of the unit. Now if we had a dual element, all we're doing is we're casting the same ray, just more intense. So that just makes this area here a little bit hotter, and this here, well, both places obviously a little bit hotter, so you might be acceptable in this space, but this might be a little bit too hot in most settings. So the only time I go with a dual unit is if we have to raise this unit up another foot or two. Then we might consider using a dual unit. So I hope that answers the questions, and if you have more questions, feel free to give us a call. This is a perfectly acceptable application here, and just remember there are shortcomings to every type of application you put in, unless you compromise somewhere or overheat something else. So thank you very much. I hope you have a great day.